Hello, everybody. It's Brian from Tournament.net, and I wanted to introduce you to the new Dragon. Dragon is the online training platform. It began 4 years ago and was mighty different. And now it is what it's supposed to be, a training system that is going to benefit the practitioner, the student, as well as the instructor. What I'm going to take you through is how a instructor can get started with Dragon today. So here I am at train.dragontod.com. It's Dragon Training on Demand, TOD.com. And what you want to do is we're going to go and sign up. And there are two different paths, the journey of the student and the journey of the instructor. In this case, we're going to go through the instructor's journey. So the instructor would say that I want to teach martial arts. They're going to put in their information here, and they're going to click, I'm not a robot, and start. So what I'm going to do is I've already created a instructor profile, so I'm going to walk you through some of the features of the new Dragon. So let's sign in. This is the dashboard for the instructors. Now, when I compare Dragon now to Dragon of the past, what we're going to find is that in the past, and we can go to, because I have not updated the website quite yet. So Dragon Training on Demand used to have two different plans, the unlimited plan and the standard plan. And what these did was these would allow you as a instructor to do hybrid learning and to have a system where your students, whether they're fully blown online students, hybrid students, or students that you have actually in the dojo who are upgrading to an online plan. You used to have the ability with standard to do a single course where you would have karate, your basic program, and that was it. The unlimited unlocked the unlimited courses. So you could do karate, you might do kickboxing, you could do seminars. Sky's the limit there. So this has changed because we don't do that anymore. You get all the features of Dragon as an instructor, and you pay two prices. Now I'm going to take a look at the billing here for my plan, and we're going to see how the billing breaks down and how the platform fee works. So now, in the past, you used to have to pay $249 for a single standard a month or $349 for the unlimited plan of Dragon. Now it starts with a base storage price. Storage is for your private video content. So this is a cost that Dragon incurs to store your videos. And there are three different plans. This one is the top tier plan of 1 terabyte. It's $99 a month. Now, the entry plan is $19.99 a month, and that'll give you 100 gigabytes. So you have up to 100 gigabytes of video storage that you can store for your courses. And the middle plan is halfway in between. So we start at 100. 500 gigabytes or half a terabyte is the middle at $79.99. Or if you want to go to the top, it's a terabyte, which is 1,024 gigabytes of storage. For a normal class, a normal program, the base price of the 100 gig plan should be plenty. As you expand that, you might want to go up to the 500 gig or the 1 terabyte in order to have more of those options. So that is the base plan. That is a monthly that is throughout. Now, what does this give you? The base plan gives you all the features that are currently within Dragon and anything that's going to be on the horizon that we add, you get automatically. First of all, we have changed the way that video is stored. The first way was being stored on either YouTube for free or with a paid Vimeo plan. The problem with these is that after the video is done, there's typically end cards and credits and check out these other videos. They may be videos of competitors. They could be non-related. It's basically messy. So what we do to make sure that we secure the content is that it's actually in our cloud storage. So after the video's through, the video's through. There isn't any previews of another thing. There's no cross-pollination where you might get another video that you shouldn't have access to afterwards as a suggestion. We just take that all out by having a secure online training library. We have online testing. This is not implemented yet, but it is going to be a future release where the people online would be able to test. And with the folks that come on board early with Dragon, you will be our partners with that. Online testing, any other features that you have, any other comment and feedback, we're going to be working closely with you to bring those features to Dragon. Hybrid class, we're all familiar after the pandemic with Zoom. Zoom came on the scene. We had hybrid class. Mostly it was online class while people weren't in the dojo and instructors were. Now, myself, I do hybrid classes because I have moved out of the area. It's great for that, or people that might move away or vacation someplace else during the summer or the winter. To keep them into the classes, hybrid's the option. Dragon integrates the schedule with the hybrid classes to make it easy. Again, I said unlimited classes, so the sky's the limit. You could have full classes, maybe you have karate classes. You have a different program for kids. Maybe you have a different style, maybe kickboxing, maybe seminars, whatever you want. You can have the class for it. Also, now we have a pro shop that's built in, including all the order payments, tracking, fulfillment, analytics, and all that, and custom URLs and codes for your program. We also have, the revenue. So we're going to see revenue in our analytics, how much money is coming in, the platform fee. So the way that this works is 20%. So let's say that you come in, let's just make it easy and say you've got the 100 gig plan. You're at $19.99 a month you're paying for Dragon. You're working on the videos. You're getting them good. You don't have any students. Not a problem. You pay the $19.99. Let's say that you get that set up, and as you're working on the videos, you get your pro shop all set up. And you make sales through your pro shop to even your own students because you want the transaction. And the tracking of Dragon for your pro shop, not a problem. There isn't a platform fee for any sales in the pro shop. All that is yours to keep. The only platform fee comes from your students. So as you build the students, let's say you have $100 tuition and you've got one student. So you pay the $19.99 and then you keep $80 of the $100 tuition and the platform fee is $20. So that's how it works. And as you grow, the platform fee grows along with you. So you're never behind. So that's how that works. So we have the base and then the platform fee, which only is based on the student count, and that's billed to you at the end of each month. So let's talk about the classes. So you can have unlimited classes. I've got my main Kenpo Karate Academy here. I see that I have one video, one student. We just rolled into a new month. Okay, so I've got my pro shop, which we'll see in just a minute. I've got 2 products in there, a revenue, number of orders. I see for this month my shop revenue and total monthly revenue. Excuse me. Okay. We just rolled over, but I did have my one student join last month. So if I go to annual, I'll see how many students, what the revenue is for that, and then some yearly values, and then lifetime. And then I can see my student rank distribution. Right now I have a single student who has a white belt and popular videos. I've only got one video in there right now. So that's this class. We can take a look at this. When we look at the class, we see that we have a class code. This will be used for people that are searching for your class in order to enroll in it. We have the description. We have the features, statistics. This is a hybrid. So we can manage our videos. You can look at our videos. We've got students. So let's look at the class. Let's edit that real quick. We can put in the title. the description, the price. We can choose a thumbnail. Our features go on each line. We can check to see if this is a hybrid class. We've got our hybrid class we've set up for Saturdays. We can add new classes if you have more than one. And we'll go back here. We'll view it. We are going to manage the videos. We see that I have test 1. We can watch the video. We see that this has nothing to do with karate, but it was a test upload. We see that we have categories. We have belt ranks. The files. This is uploaded to cloud storage. Here is the storage usage so you can keep track of where you're going. And that's how we do it. If we add videos, we put in the title, the description. We can select a category. And if the category isn't here and you have to choose other, you can let us know and we can add the category. Then you select the belt rank. Same thing here. If there's a belt that you have that's not listed here, you can have us add it. Here's where you select the upload video. You'll choose your video file right from here. The other option you can do is not use the cloud storage and use YouTube links. We really don't recommend this, but you can do it. Instructor notes can go here, but you don't need to. And then you can add the video. And then that just goes to your curriculum. All students are able to see their current all the way up to +1 belt rank. So if they're white, then they'll be able to see all of the material up to yellow belt. And if they're yellow belt, they'll see all the material up to the next belt, and so on and so forth. So let's take a look at the Pro Shop. You can create unlimited Pro Shops, but you probably should do one. So we can edit this. We see that we give it a name. We can put a description and a logo and make it active or inactive. We have products. We can add products, in which case we can give it a title, a description, a price, shipping and handling. If you're going to send these things free, then you can leave it at 0. Otherwise, you could put in a shipping and handling cost. You can track stock quality, and you can put in the product images. So go back to the Pro Shop, and we see that we have a class gi, and we have a patch set, and we can see our orders here. And once the orders are done, we see the orders have the item and then who they were going to, what the payment method is. We have 2 methods of payment right now. We have method 1 is Venmo and method 2 is PayPal. If you have either one or one or the other, you can put that information in the settings in the profile, and then you can have that as a way of paying. The way that this works is we do not provide any processing. We use Venmo and PayPal to do that. So what happens is an order comes in. As soon as the order is submitted, the student gets redirected to a payment page, either Venmo or PayPal. They pay, you get the email, you get the notification that a payment was made, and then you come through here, and then you can add things like tracking information, mark payment is complete, and mark it as fulfilled. And then all this gets emailed to the student so they know when to expect it. So that is your Pro Shop. Analytics, we've seen that. Profile. We can put in our instructor title. We can put in our bio. We can update our password. We can update a shipping address. Here's where we can put in payments, your PayPal username or your Venmo username. Whenever you make any changes here to the profile, you must put your current password in order for that to be changed and saved. So don't forget, because if you don't do it, then you're going to get an error. So that is Dragon. Dragon is ready for so many different use cases. Dragon can be for your longtime students that have moved out of the area. Dragon can be an added upgrade to your students' tuition, which gives them access to the online training so that they can practice properly while away from the mat. We all know that practice makes perfect, and perfect practice is better practice. So it's good if they have this information so that when they come to class, they're nice and sharp. You can even also expand this. In Dragon, we say expand everything, expand infinity. So you can expand everything. expand outside of your state, outside of your town. Now your training doesn't have to just, it doesn't have to exist within driving distance of somebody, or the class times don't have to accommodate everything, because the hybrid classes can accommodate, but also on-demand training can accommodate. It's the way that things are going. We used to have DVDs and before that VHS tapes where you would buy them on the site and you could watch these in your living room, but now it's just on demand. This is properly ready for your mobile experience or your desktop experience. Wherever you need to be, you can expand that training everywhere. So if you have any questions, you can reach out to us at hello@dragontod.com. And we would be happy to respond to comments, respond to emails, and get you set up. So we'd really like you, if you are an instructor interested in expanding everything about your class, expanding the possibilities of your current students, expanding the possibilities of expanding your student base by embracing online and hybrid and a turnkey solution that can give you also a really easy pro shop. Dragon is where you want to go. And we're looking for 5 or 6 dojos who are willing to coordinate and collaborate with us in order to make Dragon the best platform that you've been waiting for. So let me know if this is resonating with you, and I'd like to connect so that we can get you on Dragon. Until next time, keep kicking. This is Brian. Have a good one.